Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is Applying the Teachings of the First Degree Lecture from Morals and Dogma to Personal Growth by Brother Robert J. White III, 32nd degree, and comes from the July-August 2025 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. Freemasonry, as a system of moral philosophy and self-improvement, offers a vast reservoir of wisdom. It provides a structured path for personal and moral development, challenging its adherents to strive for higher standards of conduct, knowledge, and service. Among its foundational texts, Morals and Dogma of the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry by Albert Pike can serve as a profound guide for personal transformation. This text is not merely a repository of esoteric knowledge, but a call to action, an invitation to align one's life with universal principles of truth, justice, and fraternity. It serves as a compass for navigating the complexities of modern life while remaining anchored in timeless truths. Through its teachings, Freemasonry becomes more than a tradition. It transforms into a way of life that integrates personal betterment with societal contribution, bridging the gap between individual aspirations and communal responsibilities. Here I will present how these teachings, specifically in Pike's first-degree lecture, Entered Apprentice in Morals and Dogma, can be applied practically to cultivate self-betterment and to contribute meaningfully to society. The Rough and Perfect Ashlar, a blueprint for self-improvement. Freemasonry uses the rough and perfect ashlars as metaphors for personal transformation. The rough ashlar represents the raw, unrefined nature of an individual, while the perfect ashlar symbolizes the ideal state of moral and intellectual balance. Pike writes, "The rough ashlar is the people as a mass, rude and unorganized. The perfect ashlar is the state, harmonious, symmetrical, efficient." This symbolism illustrates the Masonic commitment to self-improvement. The transition from rough to perfect ashlar requires introspection, effort, and the application of moral tools. By acknowledging personal flaws and working to refine them, an individual not only enhances his character, but also contributes to a more harmonious society. This process underscores the interconnectedness of individual and communal progress, reminding us that personal growth is a shared responsibility. For modern Freemasons, this lesson is particularly relevant in a world rife with distractions. The discipline required to chisel away imperfections can be challenging yet rewarding. Setting clear goals, practicing self-discipline, and seeking feedback are practical ways to embody this transformation. Wisdom, strength, and beauty. Achieving balance in life. The triad of wisdom, strength, and beauty is central to Masonic philosophy and personal development. Wisdom, strength, and beauty are the perfections of everything, and nothing can endure without them, we read in Morals and Dogma's first-degree lecture. These attributes are symbolized by the three pillars supporting the lodge, each representing a vital component of a well-rounded life. Wisdom. This pillar emphasizes the importance of thoughtful decision-making and foresight. It encourages us to approach challenges with clarity and purpose, ensuring our actions align with higher ideals. Strength. Pike associates strength with the resilience needed to overcome adversity. Strength supports us in staying true to our principles, even in the face of difficulty. Beauty. Often misunderstood and confused with mere outer appearance, beauty in Masonic teachings refers to harmony and creativity. It reminds us to seek balance in our endeavors, creating lives that are both meaningful and aesthetically fulfilling. Achieving equilibrium among these three principles enables individuals to lead lives of intention and impact. By cultivating intellectual growth, emotional resilience, and creative expression, we honor the Masonic ideals of harmonious living. The square and compasses, moral integrity, and spiritual aspiration. Among the most iconic symbols in Freemasonry, the square and compasses represent complementary aspects of personal and moral development. In his first-degree Morals and Dogma lecture, Pike explains, The square teaches us to regulate our actions and harmonize our conduct by the principles of morality and virtue. The compasses guide us to the limits of human endeavor and the boundaries of moral law. The square reminds us to evaluate our actions against ethical standards, ensuring they align with justice and fairness. Meanwhile, the compasses inspire us to pursue higher aspirations, encouraging us to transcend material concerns and focus on spiritual growth. Together, these symbols embody the duality of human existence, grounded in the material world while striving for the divine. For Freemasons, applying the lessons of the square and compasses involves integrating ethical behavior into daily life while maintaining a vision of personal excellence. This balance allows us to navigate challenges with integrity and grace, inspiring others through our actions. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. Living Masonic values. Pike's reflections on liberty, equality, and fraternity reveal the societal dimensions of Masonic teachings. He writes of the Enlightenment-era quest for liberty, equality, fraternity. Liberty regulated by law, equality of rights in the eye of the law, fraternity, with its duties and obligations as well as its benefits. These values form the foundation of a just and compassionate society, urging Freemasons to take an active role in promoting equity and solidarity. Liberty. Pike emphasizes that true freedom is not an absence of restraint, but a state governed by laws that protect individual and collective rights. Equality. Treating others with dignity and respect, regardless of their social standing, reflects the Masonic principle of universal brotherhood. Fraternity. More than camaraderie, fraternity demands active engagement in the welfare of others, fostering communities built on mutual support. Incorporating these ideals into daily life means championing fairness, advocating for the underprivileged, and fostering connections that bridge societal divides. Acts of charity, mentorship, and advocacy are tangible ways to live out these salient values. Prayer and connection to the divine. Pike highlights prayer as a powerful tool for connecting with the divine and aligning with universal truths. He writes in his first-degree lecture about prayer. It is the aspiration of the soul toward the absolute and infinite intelligence. In Masonry, prayer is more than a ritual. It is an act of reflection and alignment with higher principles. Furthermore, prayer is a form of inner dialogue and contemplation. This practice enables us to quiet the distractions of daily life and attune ourselves to the principles that guide the craft. By fostering a deeper connection to the divine, prayer helps us navigate challenges with patience and resilience, reminding us that we are part of a greater universal design. It serves as a source of strength and humility, empowering us in harmony with our higher purpose. Applying Masonic teachings in daily life. In order to embody truly the teachings of morals and dogma, we must integrate its principles into our daily routines, and we have seen through study of some points in Pike's lecture on the first degree of the Symbolic Lodge how practical and applicable to daily lives these guidelines for life are. Yet a guidebook before us, no matter how lofty in terms of its goals and principles, can never be effectual without an actual commitment to self-improvement extending to our interactions with the world around us. Self-reflection is not simply a solitary act. It is the foundation for ethical decisions that influence family, workplace, and community. Freemasons are called upon to cultivate habits of introspection and to ask continually how their actions align with their values and where they can grow. Community service and continuous learning represent two other vital applications. Internalizing timeless insights. By internalizing the teachings and timeless insights of Albert Pike's Morals and Dogma, as surveyed here in a review of his Entered Apprentice lecture, Freemasons can undertake a transformative journey toward becoming better men and citizens. Pike's vision of a great revolution prepared for by the ages serves as an enduring call to action, a reminder that meaningful change begins within ourselves. When thought, action, and love are united, they create a powerful force capable of reshaping not only individuals, but entire communities. When Masonry's teachings transcend mere philosophy, they become a roadmap for a purposeful life of service and impact. guiding us to leave a legacy of enlightenment and goodwill for generations to come. Like and share this article, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you wish to comment, please leave one, and as a reminder, hit the notifications bell. Any accompanying photographs or citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition. The Scottish Rite Journal is published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. Mark Dreisenstock, 33rd degree, Managing Editor. I'm your host, Matt Bowers.